Hey guys, Hawk Tuah, the world's biggest viral sensation of all time ever, has probably made its way into your heart. Or maybe I should say spit its way in. Because if you've spent even a minute on the internet recently, you've probably seen Hawk Tuah. That is, unless you live under a rock Tuah. But if for some weird, crazy reason you haven't seen the most most incredible sensation meme of all time, then I will show it to you guys, just so you know what I'm talking about.
What's one moving, bro? That makes a man go crazy every time.
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
She said Hawk Tuah. So as you can see, yeah, it's the funniest thing of all time. Hey guys, just jumping in super quick to say I know the colors in this video look a little weird. It's because I recorded in HDR and it made everything look really weird, so I had to mess with the colors for a while, and this is the best we got. Just imagine you're watching Twilight. Also, I know there's stuff on my shirt. I didn't realize it was there. I'm sorry. Also, I'm sweating a lot in this video because it's really hot. Anyways, enjoy the video. Bye. And the girl in that video's name is Haley Welch. She's kind of like a quintessential young country girl. As you can see right here, she's wearing a cowboy hat, so she's country. I also like how whatever podcast company created this podcast for her, they use like the most obviously country looking text. Like, what font is this? Outback? The steakhouse font? Anyways, as with most one-hit wonders on social media who are nearing the end of their 15 minutes of fame, she of course has started a podcast. And this podcast is called the Hawk Tuah Podcast with Haley Welch. Because Hawk Tuah. Anyways, this podcast is extremely new. The first episode of the full podcast came out just 1 day ago as of recording this video, which, makes perfect sense because the Hawk Tuah meme came out months ago, so obviously perfect timing to start a podcast. Coming off her unprecedented viral moment and the biggest meme of all time, Haley Welch is ready to show the world that she's much more than a 30-second clip, and she's here to stay. Trust me, guys, Haley Welch isn't going anywhere. Her 15 minutes of fame are definitely not even close to up. And we here at whatever podcast company is creating this will make sure to milk every last drop out of this meme until Haley Welch is a shriveled up corpse that can do nothing else for us.
We heard, but we signed Haley Welch, Miss Hawk Tuah, and she just put out her first podcast, Talk Tuah. Great name, by the way.
This entire Hawk Tuah lore makes me so depressed. Like, Haley Welch actually seems like just a normal person. She seems sweet enough. I don't think she's problematic as far as I know. And she just said something goofy while she was drunk and somebody was interviewing her, and now this. And is she built to do this? Was she born to be a social media star? Personally, I don't think so. With celebrities from all walks of life across comedy, music, sports, and pop culture looking to collaborate with the social media sensation, Haley Welch continues her rise in charity aspirations with support from some of the biggest names in the world, like Jake Paul and Logan Paul. When I first read that About Me section, I genuinely thought it was written by some PR team, but the more I read, the more I'm convinced that she wrote it about herself. Here's the description from her first episode of the podcast. The name is Haley Welch, and she's here to stay. Remember, she's not going anywhere, okay? Formerly known as Hawk Tuah Girl. What? What do you mean formally known? You go into a business meeting and they're like, thank you for coming in and meeting with us, Hawk Tuah Girl. In episode 1, Haley's charming yet humble personality drives hysterical conversation with female actress and comedian Whitney Cummings. There's no way she didn't write this, dude. Haley's charming and sexy and beautiful, yet humble and kind and caring and giving personality shine through in the first episode of her podcast. She proves that she isn't just a viral moment. Oh god, dude, this makes me so sad. Like, genuinely, I just feel bad for her. Going this viral is such a gift and a curse in its own right. Becoming the person behind Hawk Tuah, which is arguably the funniest, biggest, most incredible meme of all time. I mean, it just has to be hard for just like a normal person. She's clearly trying to make something out of it. She's trying to make money, obviously, but I don't blame her. I can't help but notice some of the timestamps for this first episode of the podcast. Why it's time to stop shaving your vagina. Sign me up. I'm gonna have to watch this. Hold on, let me get in here. Hey. The Ghetto Dolly Parton? Questionable. Decorating your vagina. Shit on that thing. What the fuck is this podcast even about? Anyways, without further ado, let's get into this because I just can't wait anymore. I do have to preface that before we get into this, I can't really show that many clips from the actual podcast because I'm like 99% sure that whatever company is creating this podcast for her will immediately copyright pretty much anything I post. So I'm going to try to play it safe, and I'm just going to show the intro from the actual podcast, and then I have a TikTok account that posts clips of the podcast, and they're like super heavily edited, so hopefully those don't get copyrighted.
Come on, Haley, it's not that bad. All right, it's time to get out of the bed and quit rotting. Haley, get up.
I find it so strange that it's just regular people with the camera quality of like a fucking CW show. Like it's wholesome, it's sweet, I get it, you know? She's trying to show that she's just like a regular old girl.
All right, I'm ready to talk.
What the fuck? Is that fucking Matt Rife? Dude, why does she have a pillow of Matt Rife? It's so weird. I was not expecting to see Matt Rife on a pillow, but I guess moving on.
So I wanted to start my podcast out here in Belfast, Tennessee, where I was born at and where I've been ever since until a few weeks ago when everything changed. No, really, I even learned that you can't bring a box cutter on a plane.
I'm glad we gave our fame to someone who deserves it. Like, yeah, no fucking shit, you can't take a fucking knife on a plane. I don't think you had to be famous to figure that one out. No offense.
And I want you guys to get to know me better than Hawk Tuah. No, it's Tuah. Like, you really gotta put your emphasis. Yeah, you're not saying Tuah, you're saying Tuah.
Oh shit, it's Hawk Tuah, not Hawk Tuah. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that I watched this so I could find out the true pronunciation of Hawk Tuah. I bet she'll stick to that pronunciation later, right?
Welcome back to Talk Tuah.
What I found was a TikTok page for the podcast. I don't think it's managed by them or anything. It seems like a fan account, but it has some pretty interesting content. I looked through some of it, but I'm just gonna be reacting kind of blindly to this.
Kind of makes you want to hump the couch a little bit.
You
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Run that back.
was baiting them by having a bald and Botox.
All your
And your Pookie video?
all your bush hair will.
This doesn't clear up anything to me. What the fuck is this podcast about? Like, nothing they're talking about is coherent at all. I don't know what anything. I don't know what's going on. Also, why is the video throbbing? Why is it like undulating at me? I feel like this editing is completely unnecessary. Who do you have to be to watch this compilation of clips from the podcast and be like, oh shit, I gotta watch that. Like, this is just sad. This just makes me genuinely sad. I'm taking tick damage. That is the perfect comment. That is exactly how it feels. It feels like as you're watching this, your Minecraft health is just going down. Like, I just feel so bad for her. I feel like she doesn't deserve this, but at the same time, like, I can't help but comment on it, on the state of this dystopian fucking world. Sorry, I forgot what I was talking about. It's the biggest meme of all time. It's the most sensational meme that ever hit the planet. Oh,
Are you dating anyone yet? Are you on the app?
What is with this editing? This is some of the worst editing of all time. We've got like fucking Bollywood transitions, and then they're just like, they couldn't even cut the clip together correctly.
Are you on the app?
Are you on the app?
I just wouldn't want him to see how famous you actually are.
That's Pookie. They probably broke the internet.
Or like,
No, I don't think that would break the internet. Honestly, I don't think anyone cares who you're dating. I'm sorry, like, all we care about is Hawk Tuah, okay? Say Hawk Tuah again. That's all we care about. Haley Welch teaches her best friend how to Hawk Tuah. Great. I am so excited for this.
Do it. Hawk Tuah. Hawk Tuah. Hawk Tuah. Hawk Tuah. Say it aggressive, like you really.
Wow, that went on for entirely too long. I literally made a skit about the Talk Tuah podcast and how it would just be like saying Hawk Tuah for like an hour. And, 16 seconds, I mean, that's close to an hour. Anxiety attack editing. Oh my fucking... This is actually sad and bad and horrible and devastating. Dude, I couldn't have said it better myself.
like you're mad at the day. You're mad at it.
Yeah.
Like you're mad at the day. Suck you, man.
Hawk Tuah. Hawk Tuah. Hawk Tuah. Hawk Tuah.
Remember what the description of the podcast said too. Much more than just the Hawk Tuah meme. Like, I just don't understand what you're going for. You're trying to solidify yourself in the internet zeitgeist. Like, let's be real. As hilarious and sensational and absolutely massive Hawk Tuah is, it can't last forever. It just can't.
Keep all this in. The key to you is don't overthink anything. Don't plan or plot anything.
No. Do not listen to her. Do not listen to her at all. I'm sorry, but she's not like a comedian. She said one funny thing that she didn't even come up with. And now she's riding off that for eternity, and it's not gonna work. You gotta come up with something else. You gotta think of something else.
The key to your success is just flying by the seat of your pants and being exactly who you are.
That's why I think me and you connect on a different level.
I think so too.
Oh my God.
Watching this is like the opposite of taking some type of depression medication that would help with depression. This is like taking medication that makes you depressed. What? I don't know how anyone could ever watch this. I just don't. It's like eerily silent. Mind you, this is the start of the podcast. Just like, yeah, let's leave all this in. Come up with something on the spot. And she's just like, dude, come up with some ideas for your podcast before you just start podcasting. You can't just be like, remember Hawk Tuah? I feel like she's a teen mom, but she's not. That's mean, dude. That's like such a weird diss, and it's like unironically extremely mean.
Welcome back to Talk Tuah.
Wait, what? Welcome back? Dude, this is the first episode. What are you talking about?
Friendship bracelet. I had to put it on so I'd keep up
Did
with
you
it.
really?
I'd lose it.
Oh, come on. I love you.
Yeah, I love you
oh, this
too.
makes my day.
I don't know if it's just me, but I'm getting a feeling from this Whitney Cummings girl. I've never heard of her before personally. I feel like she's trying so hard to latch onto Hawk Tuah and like kind of give herself a boost, get back into the limelight, and it's definitely not gonna work.
What's
The
the
whole
point of
time.
memorizing any history? Because we've now learned that none of it was true.
Half of it.
When I
What the fuck is this podcast about? Now they're talking about history? Now I'm taking a history class? Yeah, pop into the Talk to a podcast and learn about how history is fake and you know, don't trust the government. And also, the world is flat. Like, what the fuck? Get me out of here, dude.
When I grew up, I don't know if this is even what you learned in school, I learned that the Native Americans...
Oh god, okay, stop it there. I don't want to be associated with anything she's about to say. Because it can't be good. It just can't be.
Pookie needs to swallow an air.
You should do air tags that say Pookie.
I don't know who this Pookie person is. I don't know why they're trying to make such a big deal out of the fact that she's like dating somebody. Like, nobody gives a shit. Can you guys just say Hawk Tuah? That's all I want. I want the massive meme. It's massive. It's hilarious. It's the biggest meme of all time. Wait, hold on. Are they trying to make Pookie like her new thing? Because there was already that one dude on TikTok that did Pookie. It's definitely not her thing. Also, like, yeah, you should probably stalk your boyfriend. That's probably a good idea. What is this about?
Did you get to like hear everything that was going on? I've been listening. Is he talking to a bitch? Is that what I'm hearing right
Sucking
now?
his dick and I just hear voices through his stomach.
God, I hate this. Sucking a dick and I can just hear his stomach noises? Like I'm just sucking a dick and sucking penis? Like I'm sucking balls? What the fuck? I know it's about Hawk Tuah, but like you don't have to go that in depth.
Well, like, I feel like if I won a battle, I'd be like...
Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this? Oh yeah, this is Brock Tuah. He's the guy version of me. It's just some fucking random dude. Like they just you can't just pan the camera over to someone that we have no fucking clue who this is.
I feel like if I won a battle, I'd be like, not only am I going to tell this story, but I'm also going to say, like, my opponent was, like, fat and stupid. Like,
Yeah, I think honestly, if I like won a war, I'd probably just call my opponents fat. What the fuck are you guys talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? And why is the editing like this? I'm actually getting pissed off.
I
It's like
won.
people are like, what if ChatGPT like photoshops photos? It's like we had paintings before where the king was telling them what to paint. I mean, that was
This has got to be the stupidest fucking podcast I've ever heard in my life. Like, if I wanted to turn on a video that made me lose brain cells, I would fucking watch Cocomelon, not this shit. Yeah, I mean, before ChatGPT, they had paintings. Dude, you could paint anything. So, all the paintings are fake too, and history is fake. Join in next week for the Hawk Tuah podcast 2, where we're gonna talk about aliens. I don't like, what the fuck is this about?
Like Mona Lisa.
Like, how do you manage to reduce the entire conversation of AI and the way AI is completely ruining the arts and ruining creativity and taking away what makes humans humans instead of just like doing labor tasks that could actually help us? Instead, you're just like, yeah, I mean, paintings were probably even worse. Like, get the fuck off this podcast. Who are you, dude?
you've had I don't know what order you're gonna do these in, but you've had Jake Paul on.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
So yeah, you've had a bunch of celebrities on, right? You've had Jake Paul and is that it? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Oh god, dude. I thought it was supposed to be like the biggest celebrities of all time because it's the biggest meme of all time. So of course it's Jake Paul, the biggest celebrity of ever.
That's like a man, you know. That is not like a little soft boy, you know. It's easy to talk to. That's a whole man right there.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm a little ass girl over here talking to this grown man.
Yeah, I'm just a little tiny baby girl, and Jake Paul's like this big, scary man. He's a big boy, and I'm a small girl. I'm a small girl. Like, she's not a millennial. She's younger than me, but she's the definition of zillennial. I bet you she has a cup that says, like, Mondays on it or something, and she probably chuckles at that every time she sees it.
At this point, I like having pubic hair.
What is this? What are these transitions? Why did we need a page flip?
I like having
A page flip and they clip the audio wrong.
having pubic hair, sweating, wrinkles. It is just my goal in life to attract straight men, and it really deters all the gay men.
You want to come over here and munch on this rug? Go for it, boy.
What? What the fuck are they talking about?
You want to come over here and munch on this rug? Go for it, boy.
Dude, these are like AI generated conversations. These are not two real humans talking to each other.
She's Hawk Tuah, spit on that thing. I'm Hawk Tuah.
It's a shit on that thing.
That respect.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? I mean, absolutely, this is like, the comments are just encapsulating all my thoughts. Like, what is this? What are you talking about?
If a guy looks at pubes on a vagina and is like, never mind.
He's a sissy ass bitch. You make me want to grow mine out and like finger wave it or something.
This is the most unnecessary conversation to be having on the internet that I have ever heard in my life. It's not like they're wrong. Like, you know, it's natural to have hair, but why are we talking about this?
Smile man like that ever just go on and tell you can ask.
Dude, what are these transitions?
Please don't.
They didn't warn us. They come and got us like from the car, and then we walked around, and they didn't say he was like right there at the fucking corner we were going around.
I can't pay attention to what they're talking about because it's every transition in the book. Like, dude, nobody can pay attention to what you're talking about. This is visual whiplash. Whoever is editing this is either 1,000 years old or like a fucking baby.
Yep.
Right? So when you start young, you're actually...
It's this fucking guy again, whoever the fuck this is.
It's like, I went a few times, I actually went again like last month, went like for a touch-up. But yeah.
Oh God. Well, I mean, that explains why he looks so scary. Like, I'm desperately trying to watch this, but the edits, it's like I can hear it. I can hear the edits making noise at me.
Forehead and then crow's feet right here.
Forehead and then crow's feet right here. Yeah, that's right. Nobody knows who the fuck you are, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Jamie, what do you do? Oh, I manage Spit Girl and Shit Girl.
Haley Welch recaps the first time meeting Matt Rife, which we saw in the beginning. She had a Matt Rife pillow, so this has got to be good.
That was a match made in heaven right there. Let me just go on and tell you. You will never see me smile at a man like that ever again in my entire fucking life. Let me just go on and tell you.
Doesn't she have a boyfriend? So she's just publicly like, yeah, I will never like a dude like Matt Rife. I would never even think about liking someone or being nearly as attracted to any man other than Matt Rife. No man could ever compare to Matt Rife to me. Like, I wonder how her boyfriend feels seeing this. It's gotta hurt, man.
I was like, what the hell? And I go around, I was like...
Oh, there's the millennial face. What did I say? She's a zillennial, guys. Oh, no Chick-fil-A sauce.
You're in LA. You can go get Botox right now and look like a stone whenever you want. Most people
I get a
here
little
look like-
myself. I call it Brotox right.
Nobody is watching this for you and your opinions on Brotox. Like, dude, go home. I'm sure you're a nice dude, maybe. I don't know. Get out of this fucking podcast. Crazy how I'm gonna be working a 9 to 5, but some girl that said Hawk Tuah is set for life. Maybe not set for life, but she's gonna make an unrealistic amount of money off this, and then she'll probably just keep jumping from podcast to podcast until she dies.
There's you can get Botox in your armpits so that you don't sweat. Yeah.
Why are we talking about Botox so much? I can't get over these edits, and then we're talking about Botox and this random dudes in the, like, what is going on?
The sweat does have to come out somewhere, and it usually comes out in your...
And your Poochie Banana? What the fuck?
All right. let's end it there on a good note. Poochie Banana, we needed to hear that. Man, I don't know what to say about this one, guys. This is just really bad. There's no real discussion to be had. It's just watching in awe as this takes place. Like, this is real life. This is an actual thing. This isn't an SNL skit. I wish the best for Haley Welch, aka Hawk Tuah girl. It's obviously the biggest meme, the funniest meme of all time, but I just, I don't think the podcast is gonna work out. It's not very good. Maybe it'll get better as time goes on, but I'm not a huge fan, I'd have to say. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you want to support me, check out my Patreon at patreon.com/CoopNoop20. Shout out all my patrons. You guys are the fucking best. It's only $2 a month to get every video 1 day early. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.